Welcome to Lingapop. Today we're gonna talk about a story that will break your heart and put it back together again. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. A modern classic that has touched millions. It's not just a love story. It's about life, loss, pain, and finding meaning in the short time we have. Hazel Grace Lancaster. She's 16, loves books, and lives with terminal cancer. Her lungs don't work well, so she carries an oxygen tank. Hazel feels like her life is on pause, stuck in survival mode. Her parents encourage her to go to a cancer support group. It's awkward and repetitive. Until she meets Augustus Waters. Augustus is confident, charming, and witty. He had osteosarcoma, a bone cancer that took his leg. But he's now in remission. He's there to support his friend Isaac, who's losing his eyesight. There's an immediate connection between Hazel and Augustus. They bond over literature, life, and how cancer has changed them. Hazel shares her favorite book, An Imperial Affliction, which ends mid-sentence. She's obsessed with finding out what happens after the final page. Augustus reads it and becomes intrigued too. He decides to track down the author, Peter Van Houten, who lives in Amsterdam. Augustus uses his wish from a cancer charity to take Hazel to Amsterdam. But just before the trip, Hazel's health declines. She's hospitalized with fluid in her lungs. Still, she recovers, and their journey to Amsterdam begins. It's like a dream, romantic walks, canals, kisses, and laughter. But when they meet Peter Van Houten, it turns into a nightmare. He's bitter, cruel, and refuses to answer any of their questions. They leave disappointed, but their bond grows deeper. In Amsterdam, Hazel and Augustus fall in love. They spend the night together. It's a moment of pure connection. Then Augustus shares devastating news: his cancer has returned, and it's everywhere. He says his scan lit up like a Christmas tree. Back home, Augustus's health deteriorates quickly. Hazel stays by his side. She reads to him, talks with him, loves him even as his body fails. In one of the most emotional scenes, Augustus asks Hazel and Isaac to write eulogies for him while he's still alive. A pre-funeral. Hazel's words are heartfelt. She tells him that their love is real, infinite, and unforgettable. Shortly after, Augustus dies. Hazel is devastated. At the funeral, she's stunned to see Peter Van Houten, the author who once disappointed them. He came to make peace and reveals that An Imperial Affliction was based on his own daughter, who died of cancer. Hazel doesn't forgive him, but she understands his pain. Later, Isaac tells Hazel that Augustus was writing something for her. She eventually finds a letter he wrote to Van Houten, asking him to help Hazel after his death. In it, Augustus writes, "You gave me a forever within the numbered days." Now let's look at the characters who bring this story to life. Hazel Grace Lancaster. Smart, introspective, and grounded. Hazel resists the idea of being a hero or a tragic symbol. She fears hurting others more than she fears death. Her love for Augustus teaches her that her life, though short, can still have meaning. Augustus Waters, larger than life. He wants to live a heroic story. He fears being forgotten. But loving Hazel teaches him that small moments, the quiet ones, matter just as much as grand gestures. Isaac is Augustus's best friend. Sarcastic and honest. He loses his vision but retains his spirit. His character adds depth and friendship to the story. Peter Van Houten, a symbol of bitterness and grief. He's not just a villain, he's broken. His backstory reminds us that pain doesn't excuse cruelty, but it helps explain it. Alright. Now let's slow down for a moment. Beyond the story, this book has some powerful messages. Hazel and Augustus are young, but they think about death every day. Hazel's lungs barely work. Augustus lost a leg to cancer. They know life can end any time. But they still live. They laugh. They love. They read books. They go on adventures. This story asks, what really matters in life? Is it being famous? Or is it loving someone deeply? Hazel and Augustus teach us that even a short life can be a full one. Hazel says, pain demands to be felt. And she's right. Everyone in this story is hurting. Hazel, Augustus, Isaac, even their parents. But pain isn't just sad. It shows what we care about. It brings people together. Hazel and Augustus sit with each other during their worst moments, and that's real love. This book teaches us, don't run from pain. Feel it. Grow from it. And when Augustus dies, Hazel is heartbroken. But she still says it was worth it. Their love doesn't die with him. It stays in her heart. This story reminds us, even short love can last forever. And when Augustus dies, Hazel is heartbroken. But she still says it was worth it. Their love doesn't die with him. It stays in her heart. This story reminds us, even short love can last forever. Augustus wants to be a hero. He's afraid of being forgotten. He wants his life to mean something. Hazel is different. She's afraid of hurting people. She wants to disappear quietly, but both of them learn something important. You don't need to be famous to matter. You just need to love someone. To be kind. To care. Even if the world forgets, the people who love you never will. And now the last theme is that stories matter. Because Hazel loves books. Her favorite, An Imperial Affliction, helps her feel understood. It gives her hope. Augustus loves stories too. He wants his life to be like a movie, big and dramatic. But real life isn't like a movie. It's messy. And beautiful. And real. Even Peter Van Houten, the angry author, is holding on to a painful story, the death of his daughter. This book shows us how stories shape our lives. And how our story can mean everything to someone. If this story touched you, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite quote or moment in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and remember, some infinities are bigger than others.